I once heard about an old traveller who had a habit of pausing wherever he went. As he moved from place to place, he'd find a quiet corner, lean back and let his eyes drift somewhere distant, almost as if he was there, but also somewhere else entirely. And you can imagine how easy it might be to find yourself following along, letting that gentle feeling of relaxation come over you, just by taking a moment to pause. And in those quiet moments, he'd let his mind wander slowly, peacefully, and you might begin to feel that now too. And as this traveller continued his journey, he came across a river, a calm, steady stream that seemed to go on forever. He could simply sit by it and listen to the gentle flow, feeling as if each ripple of water carried away a bit more of his thoughts. Imagine the feeling of sitting there, watching as time seems to drift by, noticing the rhythm of the water, almost as if it has a story of its own. And it's funny, isn't it, how easy it is to get lost in that calm, flowing sensation. Each breath deeper, each sound quieter, drifting further. And this traveller was a master at noticing things that others might overlook. And one day, as he followed a narrow path lined with trees, he discovered a hidden garden. It was unlike any other he had seen. Everything was vibrant yet calm, growing in harmony, without rush, without hurry. The flowers, the leaves and the vines were arranged just so, effortlessly alive and thriving. It seemed as though each plant knew exactly how to grow, how to stretch towards the sun, almost as if guided by some quiet inner wisdom. And as the traveller wandered through this garden, he marvelled at how the plants were striving. They simply allowed themselves to grow, effortlessly and naturally. Each day they did what they needed to, nothing more, nothing less. And in that simplicity, there was profound productivity. Everything was purposeful, unhurried, and yet every bit of space was used, every resource shared. And isn't it interesting how sometimes the best growth comes from letting things happen naturally, allowing yourself to feel a sense of balance, allowing yourself to be in flow. And as the traveller watched the garden, he found himself becoming part of its calm, its rhythm, feeling a quiet certainty growing within him. And you might just start to notice this too, that this sense of effortless growth has a way of working in the background, aligning with what matters most, as if, like those plants, you also know exactly what steps to take. And the more you allow yourself to tune into this rhythm, this natural ease, the more you might find your own productivity growing quietly, effortlessly. And after some time, the traveller stood, taking one last look at the garden. He felt refreshed, his steps lighter, as if something had shifted inside him, subtly. He continued his journey, carrying that calm focus within, knowing that wherever he went next, he'd bring that sense of quiet purpose with him. And as you go about your day, you might find yourself noticing how certain tasks feel just a little easier, a little more in flow. Perhaps you'll see yourself completing things effortlessly, moving from one thing to the next, knowing that your own inner guidance is quietly supporting you every step of the way. Thank you for joining me in this session today, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.